Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News show. Let's begin with our daily news. Feyenoord lining up fresh proposal for Man United Starlet Amad Diallo. Dutch champions Feyenoord are discussing about a fresh move for Manchester United Starlet Amad Diallo this summer, according to Dutch outlet 1908. The Eredivisie outfit agreed to sign Diallo on loan for the 21-22 season, but a deal broke down after the winger picked up an injury in a training session at United. It's now reported that they are discussing internally about the prospect of another approach for Diallo, who was recently on a season-long loan at Sunderland. Diallo will return to United for a pre-season training, but the Sun have recently reported that the youngster would be open to pursuing another temporary stint. The former Atalanta youngster prefers a move to the Dutch top flight next season. The 20-year-old had an impressive loan stint with Sunderland in the Championship. He netted 13 goals and provided 3 assists as they reached the playoffs. Diallo will be involved with United for their pre-season tour, and there is a good possibility that Tanha will keep him if he manages to impress in the friendlies. At present, Anthony is the only left-footed winger in the squad with Mason Greenwood suspended. Diallo could be considered as the immediate backup to the Brazil international next term, and he could get regular game time too if he capitalizes on his chances. With the likes of Facundo Pellistri and Anthony Elanga set to be loaned out, we don't see the prospect of Diallo leaving on another temporary stand this summer. Jadon Sancho was impressive from the right flank against Chelsea recently, but the England star has yet to find consistency. He prefers to operate from the left wing. Over 12 clubs want Anthony Elanga as Manchester United look to offload 13 players. Manchester United have earmarked 13 players for sale this summer, reports the Daily Mail. Anthony Elanga is among those the Red Devils are looking to sell, and he is not short of suitors. The attacking midfielder is on the radar of over 12 clubs, and he is ready for a fresh challenge. Elanga has fallen out of favor under manager Erik Tanha, making it just 7 stars this term across all competitions. Man United end the season with the FA Cup final against Manchester City next month, and the Sweden international is not expected to start. Elanga last featured for the Red Devils last month, playing 4 minutes off the bench against Sevilla. The 21-year-old last started a game in January in the 3-0 win over Charlton Athletic in the Carabao Cup. Elanga is behind Alejandro Garnacho and Jadon Sancho in the pecking order. The duo are not starters, and the Swede now's playing minutes could get harder to come by next term. Fred is also expected to leave Man United, and Fulham are interested in the Brazilian midfielder. Eric Bailly is expected to be sold, while Harry Maguire, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Alex Telles, Donny van de Beek, Brandon Williams and Anthony Martial could be sold too. The Red Devils finished third in the Premier League behind Man City and Arsenal and will look to do better next term. They won the Carabao Cup and will look to stop their City rivals in the FA Cup when they clash on Saturday at Wembley Stadium. Ten Hag says Man United star must change or be overtaken by a new signing. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has explained his current stance on goalkeeper David de Gea. The Telegraph reported last week that Erik ten Hag has not yet signed off on David de Gea's new contract. The Spaniard's current deal expires at the end of the season, and the Golden Glove winner's new extension is still expected to go through. In an interview with The Times, Ten Hag has shed light on his stance over the goalkeeper. Erik ten Hag was asked whether David de Gea will be his number 1 next season and gave a very tentative answer, warning the goalkeeper not to get too comfortable if he stays. He said, "Yes, but I will not say he will always be my number 1 because in a club like Man United, there must be competition in all positions. You can't do it with 11 players, it's impossible. You need to double positions." Ten Hag explained how De Gea needs to improve at playing out from the back, and he does not feel the goalkeeper is where he needs to be. He said, "It's more what top football demands nowadays. If you observe the biggest teams, you have to be capable of playing from the back and use your keeper as a +1 in your back. Otherwise, it's very simple for opponent to put you under pressure. He had to step up in a number of games. He showed progression. Marcus Rashford wins two major end-of-season awards for Manchester United. Marcus Rashford has won the Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year award for the 22-23 season. He has also been named Manchester United Player of the Year. It comes as no surprise that the 25-year-old has scooped the top prizes, considering his terrific performances throughout the campaign. It's also a moment of pride for the club, as Rashford is the first United Academy product to win the Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year award since Ryan Giggs in 1998. Rashford has enjoyed his best season in the Red Devils jersey, bagging 30 goals and 11 assists across all competitions. He could not have dreamed of a better season. It would not have been easy for the forward to step up after a catastrophic 21-22 campaign in which he scored only 5 goals in 32 appearances. When Erik Tanha took charge of Man United, he was adamant that Rashford was a big part of his plans. Cristiano Ronaldo left United in December, and Anthony Martial missed most of the campaign due to injuries. With every challenge comes an opportunity. The home ground hero pounced on his chance of being United's talisman and carried the goal-scoring burden for the team. The next challenge for the United Academy graduate is to continue his hot streak in the upcoming seasons. Before that, he would like to finish this spectacular campaign in style by helping his side beat Manchester City in the FA Cup final this weekend. He has just over a year left on his current deal, but the club will do everything possible to extend his stay at Old Trafford. Tottenham Hotspur will resist Harry Kane's sale to Man United this summer. Tottenham will resist the sale of Harry Kane to Manchester United this summer, according to the Mirror. The England international had a superb 22-23 Premier League season with Spurs, scoring 30 goals from 38 games. Despite his effort, Spurs only finished 8th in the table, and they won't be playing in Europe next season. It's now reported that Spurs chairman Daniel Levy has no plans of selling Kane to a direct league rival. The North London side are prepared to resist his sale to United and are ready to risk losing him for free next year. Kane's current deal with the Spurs expires on June 30, 2024. The Red Devils are expected to sign a new center forward, and Kane is the dream signing for manager Erik Tanha. However, Levy could play hardball over negotiations as he is reluctant to do business with a direct top 4 rival. The signing of Kane could transform United into genuine title contenders, and Levy may not want that to happen. In our view, United should not enter into a transfer saga for Kane. They should move on if Spurs are not keen to sell. Gonzalo Ramos, Randal Kolo Muani, and Victor Osimhen are other options that the club could pursue. Among the three, Osimhen is the more traditional striker, but he could also prove to be expensive for Man United. Napoli are set to demand at least £130 million for Osimhen. United may need player sales to make such a huge bid. Man United have held exploratory contact with Adrien Rabiot. Manchester United have held exploratory contact with Juventus midfielder Adrien Rabiot over a free transfer this summer, according to Goal Italy. The France international was a top target for manager Erik ten Hag last summer, and talks were held between the two over the future project. United finalized a transfer fee with the Bianconeri, but a move did not materialize due to the midfielder's wage demands of around €10 million per year. It's now reported that United are back in the hunt for the 28-year-old under Ten Hag's recommendation. Goal report that exploratory contact have been held with the player, who has had a superb season at Juve with 11 goals and 6 assists from 47 games. United fans were not pleased with the club's pursuit of Rabiot last year. The Frenchman had a difficult 21-22 season, and there was criticism over the interest. The club eventually ended up signing Casemiro over Rabiot. The Brazilian has been a revelation for United with his defensive and offensive contributions. Casemiro has been a key player in the center of the park with his tackles, but he has also excelled in the final third, being involved in 14 goals for United. The Red Devils are now looking into a deal for Rabiot. The World Cup finalist could be a shrewd signing for the club with his impressive box-to-box ability. This season, he has made 17 goal contributions for the Bianconeri, but he has also been solid defensively with an impressive 2 tackles and 5.8 duels won. Rabiot could complement Casemiro in midfield next season. The Frenchman could be used in regular rotation with Christian Eriksen in the number 8 role. The big question is whether United will meet his wage demands this summer. With his improved form, they could do so, but may have to include a sizable signing on bonus, considering his contract with Juventus expires on June 30. Man United readying big money offer for Gonzalo Ramos, but Roger Schmidt hopes to keep him. Manchester United are readying a multi-million offer to sign Benfica striker Gonzalo Ramos this summer, according to Portuguese publication Record. The Red Devils are expected to land a marquee striker during the upcoming transfer window, and it has been widely reported that Tottenham Hotspur's Harry Kane is the priority target. However, Spurs have no plans of selling the England star to a Premier League rival. It has been reported that they could risk losing him on a free transfer at the end of next weekend. Hence, United could be forced to look into alternative options, and Record claim that United are one of the clubs lining up a big money proposal to sign Ramos from Benfica. The Portuguese has had a stellar campaign at club level with 27 goals and 12 assists. Despite the interest, Benfica manager Roger hopes to keep him for another year. Kane is the prime target for manager Erik Tanha, considering he is a Premier League proven. The 29-year-old just completed the 22-23 Premier League season with a stunning 30 goals. However, Spurs chairman Daniel Levy is reluctant to do business with United or any other English club. If Kane were to leave North London this summer, he could most likely make the move abroad. In our view, Ramos would be a better acquisition for the Red Devils, given his immense potential. At just 21, the Portugal international has had a fabulous campaign for the Primeira Liga champions with 39 goal contributions from just 47 appearances in all competitions. He was also exceptional for his national team at the World Cup, bagging a stellar hat-trick against Switzerland in the stunning 6-1 triumph during the round of 16 stage. Aside from his goal involvement, Ramos has also excelled with his regular high pressing and does not shy away from tackling opposition defenders to secure possession. The striker also possesses good hold-up play. His flexibility in positioning is another plus point. Ramos can occasionally drift out wide to create chances for his teammates. Hence, he seems a no-brainer signing for United, but won't come on the cheap. It has been reported previously that the Red Devils could discuss a package worth £100 million to sign Ramos. Erik Tanha confident of signing Mason Mount ahead of Arsenal and Liverpool. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag is confident that he can persuade Chelsea midfielder Mason Mount to join the club ahead of Arsenal and Liverpool, the Telegraph report. The England international will enter the final year of his Blues contract in July, and he has no plans of negotiating a new deal with the London outfit. He is expected to be sold during the upcoming transfer window, and the Telegraph claimed that Ten Hag is confident of luring him to Old Trafford. Mount has yet to make a decision over his next club, but it's reported that the Red Devils boss is pushing to sign him ahead of the Gunners and Reds. Ten Hag is keen on purchasing a dynamic central midfielder, and Mount is presently the prime target. The 24-year-old has been one of Chelsea's best performing players since his debut for them 4 years ago. The 22-23 season has been disappointing for him, with only 9 goal contributions from 35 games, but he is still attracting high-profile transfer interest. Arsenal and Liverpool are in the mix to land his signature. but Ten Hag looked determined to lure him with the assurance of regular playing time in midfield. Mount has largely operated from the number 10 position, but has also played in the number 8 role when required. That could be his permanent spot at United. Bruno Fernandes is an undisputed starter from the attacking midfield role for the club, and Ten Hag is unlikely to displace him to accommodate Mount. Chelsea are looking for £60 million to part ways with their graduate, but United should try and lower the fee to £40 million. It would represent a good piece of business. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.